from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Amos. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. Amos. And he stopped immediately there. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At the 18-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Another carry for the running back.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Look looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Going deep downfield for Ross. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, Amos looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
9-yard gain.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bengals nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he's he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mixon.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now left side on the swing pass. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Amos. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards on the ground. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up right.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21. Bengals.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gill. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Tyler Boyd.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games, is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From midfield, here's Tua. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Jason Sanders to kick
so
off.
Right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun again to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Bengal ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go with Burrow. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And he'll drop here to throw.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there in overtime. 61 yards. So the first drive here in OT and a huge run sets them up beautifully.
Remember those days where now you just run out the field goal unit and go ahead and kick it and win the game? Can't do that anymore. But what a great setup to get them in this position. A terrific run gets everything set for the final play.
Yeah, so like Charles said, inside the 10, a touchdown wins it, remember. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Another try for Mixon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.